Alright, my name is Calibos, and this is Towncraft. So, as you may have noticed, I apparently skipped an episode in there somewhere. Maybe I misscheduled it or something like that, and I apologize for that. I also did not put out any episodes over the weekend, which I vaguely recall discussing. So, that is totally a thing that was mostly on purpose. So let us go to the portals. As I recall, when we left off last, we were looking for another fortress. I found another fortress. I also got my ass kicked for me a couple of times. It was quite unpleasant. There you go. See, there's a death. So, another fortress. Give everything a second to load back in. Pardon me. So, yep. Stuff and things. Lots of stuff and things. So basically, portal is that way, and I just kind of like came up here, and this is flesh from Biomes of Plenty. So I did actually kill a blaze already. Let's fix this. Oh, those are different. So I am obviously having some difficulty with equipment, having mostly had all mine destroyed. So I'll probably come back and loot this at another time. Sorry. I'm going to kill at least one more blaze, on camera, as it were, so that you guys can watch me do it. Oh, I just noticed that I have a round count on the bottom right of my screen. How silly is that? I didn't see that before. Another thing that's going on is I have I have my level 3 builder is going up. So that's totally happening right now. I'm gonna take a quick second to do this. All right. I think I can do without that. What else do I need or not need? So I can come back for this stuff. Looking for just crazy useful things. I don't know anything about forestry. I will probably I don't know. Maybe I'll work through forestry. But we have a blaze. So we now have the blaze powder that we need for stuff. If I can find a spawner, I'm gonna mark the spawner, which is kind of what I'm doing now. Oh my god, this gun versus them. Yeah, it's very helpful to not have to eat, and that is blood. I didn't hear anything, but I'm assuming. Somebody was like shooting at me. Okay, now I am vastly on fire. It is time to go home. So we'll just say spawner. And then now whenever we need blazes, we can just hop over and deal with that. So, problem solved. Let's hop back to town really quick before those guys come over and shoot me. Alright. So, our Spellforger's Codex. I still haven't figured out how to change this, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the fire spell again. So we did projectile, burn. Oh wait, we wanted that on entity collision. And then we wanted to do this, and we wanted to bump the time, and then we'll save it. Boom. So now if we look at this, we're going to go ahead and do, wait, okay, so upgrading that. So we need to pop one in there. Notice it's kind of floating around and doing weird stuff. Our codex now requires an apple, which I think I have an apple over here. Ah, give me the apple. Okay. That is just weird and freaky how that just keeps doing that. So, now we have an apple. We need to do blaze powder, 2 gold nuggets. So, 1 blaze powder. Now I'm guessing that since there was only 1 gold nugget before, but because we have bumped that the gold nugget specifically represents the burn time. I'm just looking at the time for this, so we'll take a potent one just in case. Hopefully that doesn't matter. So we wanted blaze powder. We want 2 of these. 1, 2. And then we want 1 of these. Yep, 1 of these. And then we want to add this. And stand back and watch the cool effects. And that does actually look really cool. Okay. Whoa. That was not me moving back, like it pushed me back. And now there's like weird sparkly things everywhere. So now that we have this, the next step is we have to make a staff, I believe. Okay, so we'll skip to the end of this. Blah, blah, blah. craft it with an empty staff to mount it, then you can use your staff to cast a spell. Alright, so it is now getting dark. We're gonna try and make sure that that's an interesting visual glitch. I hope it's not significant. So, what do we need for a staff? So, some gold nuggets and some wood, all of which we can do. Alright, so now we take that, and now we have this. So, it would be super handy if we could find a bad guy really quick. Super handy. Do I see any zombies under there? Ah, you sir have made bad choices. Hopefully you can path your way out of that. Alright, you live. Good job. Let's find something or someone we can set on fire. Now, one of the cool things that I would like to do with this is my next step would be maybe some healing or some mining. Over here, maybe. No. Hi. Okay, that is a lot more satisfying than the other spell. I can only do it once, though. So yeah, that's cool. This is probably from Dude. Delete that too. Alright, so that is magic. Enjoy. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be doing, specifically because there's no... It's going to be a bit grindy to just keep like finding pools and injecting myself with mana. And I mean, you saw the spell matrix. There's a lot of options there. I could create a lot of really great spells, but I don't know how much it's going to be worth my time to do, because setting him on fire was not as effective as shooting him. Well, I guess it was as effective as shooting him, but efficiency-wise, it took most of my mana. So it would take me, you know, a bucket of liquid mana in order to do, versus, you know, 2 bullets, which I have a profusion of and can carry around a lot of. I'll have to look into it and see if maybe there's more, like more mana storage that I can carry on my person. Looks like I'm actually going to have to replace all of these orbs too. So yeah, it doesn't, for the most part, it doesn't really look like this was worth my time. If you know differently, I would be more than happy to explore options. But I suspect that for now, I'm just going to put all the wizardry stuff in a chest. I'll leave the altars here because they look cool for at least until they get into my way. But I think that I am done with it. But yeah, the lack of regeneration of mana is kind of an issue. Like I said, I'll look into it and see if there's another, like if there's a way around that. So, like, if you progress far enough, maybe you start, or you get the right halo or something. Maybe you start regenerating mana, so I don't have to worry about it. But until then, I'm pretty much done. Gray wool. So let's 1, 2. Turn the magnet mode on. Alright, so chest. Wisdom wood, wisdom wood. Staff, staff. So yeah, it's cool, but, you know, maybe not as exciting as... Well, let's take a quick look through items and blocks. So that's it. Oh wait, items and blocks. Crude halo. So I guess we could look at halo, because there's actually 3 different kinds of halos. So maybe when we get a little bit further on, we can look into making the next halo up. So this needs 25 source blocks of liquid. So what I probably have to do is make a 5x5 pool, and then do this. I will clearly have to defeat a wither and go to the end and find acquire prismarine. Fairy dust, I don't know how to get yet. Devil dust we have, a unicorn horn I'm guessing we get from unicorns. I'm guessing we get this from fairies. I just don't know how fatal the process will be to them. Hopefully not too fatal, I guess. I don't know. So, that's wizardry. And it's 20 minutes, so we'll take another quick look around the town. So, I really want to get back to future tech. Oh, that's fancy. That's cool. It's got bricks in there. Let's find Jeremiah. And we need some gray wool. So you can actually have a metal hoe. So that's cool. Means you've leveled up some. Alright, enjoy. Yeah, this is starting to get pretty leveled up over there. So gray wool, we need dye. Put on some gear. Miner's jacket. Notice the screen change. That's because we so we'll need wool. And I will gradually move some of this stuff into the thing. So if there is, oh, what is that? That looks like a profusion of baddies. Alright, well, I don't see where they are. Looks like they might be off this way. Fun. So what we're going to do... barracks. Throw that in there and throw that in there. Close the door. That may actually be a tower, not the barracks. So let's go look at the level 3 builder. Like I said, tour. I think that's supposed to be like ties. So yeah, he's got quite a workshop under here now. Barracks is getting pretty serious over there. Let's look at in here, because if we can find some bone meal and some squid ink, well, they are collecting some serious stuff. Alright. There's water over that way, and we'll head over there, and we'll check out the barracks on the way. Look for some squids. This is cool. Here's some squids. I wonder if I can... Yeah, it doesn't let me harvest them. That's a shame. So, yep. Now about to go do a bunch of stuff that you guys have seen before. I guess this is as good a spot as any to call it at the 25 minute mark. If there's something you want to see me do, please give me a heads up. Like I said, I'm trying to accelerate the building so that I can build myself a level 25, level 25, a level 5, um, basically a hall of some sort. And then I'm going to basically take it over for my own purposes, which I guess is kind of a mean thing to do for them. But, you know, there it is. I'm a jerk. So, gray dye. We have 8 wool. In case you weren't sure how to make wool, it's kind of like this. Needs 2. Oh, I like that color, actually. And then if you need light gray, you basically would combine the gray with white again. All right, well, thanks for coming. Have a good night. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the section below. If you like it, leave a like. If you don't, don't. And we'll move on from there. All right, thanks for coming.